welcome back to part 2. So in the last video I shared a little bit about my journey and a little bit about my path to sovereignty, to freedom, to taking back my power from all the places outside of myself where I was giving it away, and the shift that I experienced from feeling really closed and disconnected to feeling open, vibrant, and connected to myself, my highest self, and those around me. Part of my path was being able to experience psychedelics and being able to experience plant medicines. And these plant medicines, bringing myself into the spirit realm all the way, and really seeing, knowing, experiencing that there was something more. That there was something more than the pre-programmed, pre-conditioned life that I thought that I had to fit myself into. And I kind of swung the pendulum from one way all the way to the other, to this really kind of airy-fairy, up in the clouds, connected to source kind of state of being. And what I felt was that either side of the pendulum was not really serving me. And so I brought myself into a place of centeredness. I learned tools and I learned concepts that allowed me to come into a place of grounded understanding of the world. And having the combination of science and back science and embodiment practices that brought me into the present moment, mixed with the knowing, the deep understanding, and the experience of being connected to spirit, has led me to be able to communicate these concepts and ideas in a way that is tangible. And what I've basically come to is that everything is energy, right? If you talk about Nikola Tesla, you want to understand the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And our physical embodiment is just that. It is a hybrid between energy, frequency, and vibration, and the constant interaction of our energetic fields with our inner landscape and with the landscape outside of ourselves. Through my yogic practices, through breathwork, through meditation, through psychedelic exploration, through journaling and mindfulness practices, I have come to understand that there are 3 power centers in our human experience. For the gut or the womb, the heart, and the higher mind. And when these 3 power centers are in alignment with each other, when they are resonating with each other, when they are sharing and exchanging information with each other in a way that is resonance with you and the world around you, you begin to become to a place of ease, of flow, of prosperity, of true connection. And these 3 power centers provide information for us. And so being able to tune in and tap into these power centers and turn them on and understand them and understand the information that they're providing with us and understand how to use that information in your physical experience. And so our gut, or our womb space for females, is the center of our intuition. It is the center of our creative willpower. Our heart is where the love resides, our unified connection to the frequency, the love frequency of the earth and this universe that we live within. And our higher mind is the source of wisdom that allows us to take this information, share it, and really live it and embody it. And my goal, my purpose here is to help others remember that we have this information and what is the best way to go about using it. Our gut and our higher mind, or our womb and our higher mind, emit frequencies. And so we are emitting an electromagnetic frequency. So our thoughts are electric and our feelings are magnetic. And together that creates our unique experience of life. And our heart is the transmitter for this electromagnetic frequency that we are tuned into, dialed into. It's like universal harmonics, music, being able to be in tune with ourselves so that we can show up in the world actually in our power. And we can show up in the world in a way that is full of ease and truly authentic. Giving ourselves the opportunity to remember that we can fine-tune this electromagnetic frequency at any point in our experience. Getting rid of the idea that we need to work really, really hard to heal ourselves. This frequency, this electromagnetic frequency, is inherently whole, is inherently vibrant, is inherently connected. And so it's about taking the information and bringing it into your body, embodying the information, and knowing that this information is always serving you for your highest good. And when you begin to do this, you begin to really experience life in flow, life in sync, in synchronicity. And there are many ways to come into your power. And I think the first step is to really come into your body, to have practices, tools, and rituals that you interact with on a regular basis that shows you, allows you to really trust this embodiment, to trust your body, to trust the information that you're receiving. To be able to take this information and transmute it into something beautiful, into something that feels really good, into something that you can then in turn inspire and connect deeply with other people and places and things. And I believe that our energy and our electromagnetic field is our currency. It is the electromagnetic current that drives us. And so instead of being led, we are in the driver's seat of our currency, of our frequency, of our vibration. This is an empowered state, being in our power. This is an empowered state of being. And this is what I believe humanity is turning towards right now. We're realizing all the places we gave our power away, all the places where our electromagnetic frequency is out of resonance, is in disharmony, and bringing it back home to ourselves, to remind ourselves, to remember, to fully embody that frequency of who you truly are and why you came here and what you came here to share. Thinking in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration also gives your physical vessel a way to relate to the spiritual concepts that have kind of been swirling around in this New Age paradigm. Giving yourself a way to really ground and center and come back to a place of wholeness, of oneness in resonance with yourself and the universe. So stay tuned for part 3. Thank you guys for joining.